Hello everybody, my name is Devdatta Supnekar and I am a data science and machine learning student at Imarticus. At Imarticus, we deals with many real-time case studies and projects to enhance our skills. So today I will be dealing with one such projects. So the story for the project goes like this. There is a mall in a specific city that contains lot of information for their customer who subscribe to their membership card. So when the clients subscribe to their membership card, they provide their information like their gender, their age, their annual income and their work experience. So they have this membership card. They can use this membership card to buy all sort of things in the mall. So therefore the mall has all the transaction history and purchase history of their customer. The mall marketing team wants to utilize all this information for their business campaign to identify the potential customers and to grow their businesses. So I suspect that we should use unsupervised learning algorithm like k-means clustering to identify the potential customer. So what I did is I gather all the data and compile it into the CSV format. So let's jump into the Jupyter notebook to see how to implement the k-means algorithm in our data set. So the first step is to import all the libraries. So the three necessary libraries are the NumPy for the numerical processing and the matplotlib for plotting the nice charts and pandas for data frame handling. So after importing the library, the next step is to import the data set. So to import the data set, we simply have to write the pd.read_csv and the name of our file. Make sure that the data file contained in the same directory. So let's see how our data set looks like. So we can see that there are 4 columns. First is customer ID and then genre and then age, annual income and spending score. Every customer use their membership card to purchase all sort of things in the mall, and based on their purchase history they can get some credit score that takes value from 1 to 100. So we can see that the data shape is we have almost 200 observation and 5 variables, but for this analysis we are interested only for 2 columns, which is annual income and spending score. So we have to create another data frame with the help of these 2 indexes. So after creating another array for our column of interest, we have this array. So the next step is to use elbow method, because whenever we use k-means algorithm we have to specify the number of cluster, but right now we have no idea how many number of cluster we required. So we are using elbow method to find out the optimal number of clusters. So we have to write one loop, and in that loop we are doing 2 things. First, fitting the k-means algorithm in our data set, calculating the cluster sum of square. So we can see that the n cluster is equals to I, means I can take the values from 1 to 11, and we are passing the parameter init equal to k-means plus. So this parameter is used to avoid the random initialization trap, and random set is equals to 42, means we want same output. And the sklearn library has inertia method that will calculate within such cluster sum of square. So to enter this code block we just need to write shift and enter. After executing, we have this elbow method graph. So we can see that the optimal number of cluster is 5. So we know the optimal number of cluster. Now we are doing now the next step is to fit the k-means algorithm with our data set, but this time with optimal number of cluster. So we are doing the same thing again, but here we have to write only 5, and again all the same parameter, and then we have to use fit_predict method. So the predict method will calculate the number of cluster for every observation and store it into the y-k-means. After running these code blocks we get an array. So we can see that customer number 1 belongs to cluster number 2 and customer number 3 belongs to cluster number 3. So we build the k-means algorithm in our data set. We predicted the number of cluster for each observation. Now the final step is to visualize all the cluster that we calculated for each and every observation. So basically we are making some scatter plot for each individual cluster and combine them into one plot. So the first line will make a scatter plot for cluster number 1, and then second line will make scatter plot for cluster number 2, and so on. And these lines will plot the centroid of each and every cluster. After executing this code, we can see that we have some nice graph. So we can see that the cluster number 1, which is in red color, have annual income average, and they are spending average money on the purchase. And cluster number 2 has annual income very high, but they are not spending much amount of money on the purchase. So as we can see that the cluster number 5, which has annual income very high, and they are spending very more money. So these are the potential customer that we want for our business campaign management. So we are done with the k-means algorithm in Python. So these are not assumptions, these are actually some strategies that we worked on it. So it is very easy using data analysis. So the client can utilize this assumption to make some business strategy and implement it on their businesses right now.